nice quick video here to show you how I took my wig from this to this beautiful blonde bombshell. If you're interested in how I got this look, keep on watching. This is just the items you're going to need to complete this look: your lightener, your developer, some foils, a bowl of course with your brush, gloves, a towel, some clips, and combs. So this is the before look. I just sectioned off this wig in 4 different sections, and I'm going to begin my lightening process at the bottom on the ends. So the lightener I'm using is called Blonde Life by Joico. The most important part during this step is saturation. Saturation. I can't stress that enough. So I wanted most of my color on the ends. So that's why I'm foiling it to give it a higher pull. I'm using 30 volume on the ends, and then as I gradually go to the top, I switch over to a 20 volume developer, because by the time I get to the top, the ends have already begun to process and are pretty much ready to come out. So what I'm doing is a balayage technique. You'll see that on the ends, I foiled it to give it more of a pull so I can get a brighter color. Up here, I'm just doing some hand painting strokes. I want some V lines. I'm saturating the ends as well. This is also a form of a balayage. And I pretty much just did whatever throughout this process here. I'm combing it through, I'm rubbing it in, making sure that it's fully saturated, but it was no real rhyme or reason. Like, I just was doing some V points, I was doing some jagged weaving points, and then only highlighting the top portion, not the bottom, because I really wanted that color to come through the dark brown hair. I didn't want it all blonde, or I just would have bleached the whole wig, but I would just wanted color in sporadic places. But whenever you do something like this, you just have to make sure that you feather it out and blend it so you don't have any harsh, blunt lines. That's the ugliest thing you can do. It'll look like cheetah print all in your wig, and that's just not cute, sis. So this is the completed look with all of the product on there. I did some weaving and slicing foils in the top. That's where I wanted most of my color to pull through. And that little unicorn point in the front, I wanted more color, so when I change up my parting, so if versus a middle part or a side part, I wanted a lot of color in the front. So when I do that cute little vixen flip back, you know, the cute look. So I'm going to let this sit and process for a while, and then I'm going to come back when I show you guys I'm rinsing it out. So now I'm rinsing out the product. I let this sit on here for about an hour to an hour and a half. I walked away, got some lunch, came back. I'm going to thoroughly shampoo this with a purple shampoo. The one that I use is by Ion, and what that does is it cancels out any harsh, ugly yellow tones. The blue powder that we use for our lightener, that cancels out any brassy, orangey tones. So we don't want any of those ugly colors coming through, so we just use those products to cancel it out. Come on through cosmetology education. So then I just went in with this demi permanent color that is also by Joico. It is called Lumi Shine in the color 8NW. And I'm going to put most of this product on the ends because that's where we lighten the hair the most. And also in the top where I did my slicing and foiling. I'm going to comb that through, and I'm going to watch that while it processes very carefully for about 10 to 15 minutes until it gets to the desired color that I want. Okay, here we are. She is completely shampooed and conditioned. I went in with some alcohol-free mousse and laid down the front and styled it the way that I wanted it to look with my side part. And I'm going to just mold it down with these Sanex strips and sit her under the dryer until she is completely dried. It is late at night right now, so I'm going to come back and address this issue in the morning when I get ready to go to work. So here we are the next morning, Monday morning. I'm rushing because I'm trying to go to work. So I do apologize because my my camera was not recording me curling the hair the whole time, and I didn't even realize it until I was onto the hot comb phase. So all I'm doing is taking a hot comb, pressing down the frontal. I had used some Bio Silk and some Sebastian hairspray, just a little bit, to melt that lace down. And this is how I looked when I went to work this morning. Feeling myself. I'm not even working. I'm just taking selfies all day. And this was another day of me just loving my frontal still and feeling myself. And then I just switched it up and went to a middle part, so you guys can see the versatility of both styles. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and see you later.